the old man home?
Yep, he's in the house.
I'm Dodie Jones from Tucson.
All right, you've been here before. Go on in.
You must have heard what he did to me in Tombstone. Knocked most of my teeth out. Cost me 6 weeks getting them fixed.
Too bad.
However, this is more than a personal matter. News of conditions in Tombstone has reached Washington.
Boil it down to plain language, will you, Dodie?
In plain language, it means that there will be a new governor. Carpetbaggers running things. Unless we get rid of Earp.
Yankees bossing us around?
Speeches in the Senate already. They're calling us hooligans.
Well, now, that's bad talk. I don't like it.
Something has got to be done. You've got to get rid of Earp.
Killed? Well...
There's no other solution, Mr. Clanton. Earp has stirred up the Wells Fargo Safety Committee and Clum's paper. You've got to get rid of him.
Shut up. I'm studying this. Tombstone? Oh, that's no good.
With all your men?
I wouldn't take my boys into town for this. All them tombstoners fighting behind adobe walls.
I hadn't thought of them.
Yeah, Earp was honest, and he's brave. Can't buy him, you can't scare him. Yeah, too bad. He'd have to be killed, all right.
How? When?
That's my business. It ain't a job I relish exactly. I won't talk no more about it.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Wyatt Earp stayed alive in Wichita, Dodge City, and Tombstone because he was more intelligent than the gunslingers, outlaws, and hoodlums who hated him. But when Marshal Earp became an intolerable menace to the Clantons and the 10% ring in Tucson, the time had finally come to kill him.
Wyatt, this comes straight from our undercover man at Charleston.
They heard a drunk talking?
That's right. Old man Clanton's rounding up all his top guns. There's a powwow at his ranch tonight.
Could be just a rustling raid.
No, to get you.
Clanton has too much sense to ride in here for a turkey shoot.
We can raise lots of guns, Mr. Thacker.
Well, if we have time. We need all the men Wells Fargo can send. This could be the showdown, Wyatt.
Mr. Thacker, I string along with Doc. Old man Clanton isn't going to bring his men into Tombstone.
But he's promised the Tucson crowd he'll kill you.
Doc?
At your service, Deacon?
You circulate among your hoodlum friends, see if you can find one of them that'll tell us what this is all about. Mr. Gibbs?
Yes, sir.
Take a tour of the saloon, see if you can find any Clanton men in town.
Right, sir.
Go ahead and blow off steam, Mr. Thacker. Do you good.
Wyatt, I tell you, the Clanton crowd is getting ready to gun you down, and you smile. You think this is a wild rumor?
No, sir, I don't.
Then let's get a posse. You need help.
Clanton isn't going to come charging up Allen Street. He'll think up something a lot slicker than that.
Ambush.
Maybe.
I'm still going to ask Wells Fargo for as many special men as they can send.
It's your company, sir.
Wyatt. I'm trying to save your life.
Thank you, sir.
Close the door, Gibbs, and lock it.
I don't know nothing, Doc.
You don't, huh? And how come Gibbs found you hanging outside the telegraph office?
Huh? Oh, I was expecting a message.
Who'd waste money wiring you? Hold that cannon on him, Gibbs.
You touch me and old man Clanton will fix you. You can't bluff me, Doc.
Rowdy used to be a telegrapher. Till he joined up with the San Baduas, tapping wires for them.
Why don't you just cut his throat, Doc?
That won't be necessary, just a little nerve surgery. I'm going to fix it so he'll never use his hands again. Put your arm on the table.
You don't dare cut me, Doc. It's against the law.
Put your arm on the table, quick.
Doc ain't fooling, mister.
Hold that knife, Gibbs. We'll sever the elbow tendons, but a nerve section.
No, Doc, don't, please don't. I'll tell you.
Well, start talking then.
Old man Clan is going to heist the stage, and then he's going to bushwhack Wyatt Earp when he comes riding in.
What stage? Where?
I don't know, Doc, so help me.
Give me that knife, Gibbs. He fainted, and I only pinched him a little. You reckon he was telling the truth?
Well, I reckon he's too scared to lie.
You know, Gibbs, a lot of my hoodlum acquaintances think that I'm a surgeon as well as being a dentist. It's a wonder he didn't die of fright. We better get out of here.
Ain't we gonna tell Wyatt, Doc?
Not yet. When Clanton sets up a bushwhack like this, it calls for some accurate killing. I'm sending for Morgan Earp and some good guns.
Doc, them Clantons is long past due.
You go on with your patrol. We'll break the news to Wyatt after I send the telegrams.
Right.
Who is it?
Morgan Earp, Doc.
All right, then I won't shoot you. Come on in.
How are you, Doc?
I'm fine. Fine.
You send this telegram? If I want Wyatt to live, I'll hurry to Tombstone?
Yep.
Virgil told me not to pay any attention to it. He said you must have been drinking.
Morgan, you can get 10 to 1 that Wyatt will be buried in Boot Hill Cemetery by sundown tomorrow.
You mean it? Who's after him?
The whole Clanton outfit. Ringo, Brocious, the McLowry, Spence, Stillwell. The finest collection of six-gun talent ever assembled.
Wyatt want to fight him alone?
No, he just doesn't believe it. The Wells Fargo people have told him. I've told him. Maybe he'll believe you.
I don't know. I'm just a little brother.
Yes.
Have you sent for help?
I certainly have. Morgan, this is the showdown. Either you convince Wyatt he's going to be killed, or he will be killed.
Oh, no.
Hi, big brother.
You're kind of traveling fast company, aren't you?
I can shoot.
Doc send for you?
You can tell him, Morgan.
He says there's bad trouble here, Wyatt.
Well, now, Doctor, Holiday just could be wrong, you know. Anyway, welcome to Tombstone. It's good to see you. I'll get washed up and we'll grab a bite of supper, huh?
Doc doesn't spread false alarms.
How's your trip?
Pretty fair?
We won't wear our guns because Wyatt might get sore about it. This is the place we meet Doc Holliday.
Feed 'em and water 'em. We're waiting for Doc Holliday.
Wyatt?
Yeah?
Where are you supposed to be dry gulched?
Skeleton Canyon, Doc says. Wells Fargo stage is to be robbed there. Their agent wants to call out the cavalry.
What's so funny about that?
I'd look awful funny, wouldn't I? Take him in into Skeleton Canyon, nothing happened.
What if it does?
That'd still look awful funny. Marshal riding into an ambush.
Look, if Clanton is after you, what are you gonna do? Wait for the bullet?
Sit down. All right, get down.
Curly, take your boys back up there in the brush. Now, no fires, no moving around to visit here. Papa says Earp can't get here till noon.
Why don't we shoot him? Papa says do it smart. All this is only bait. He wants Earp and his posse off of them horses and questioning these fellas before we move in.
Like setting ducks on a pond, huh?
Yeah, about time.
You boys tote that money box and that mail pouch upside of the hill. We'll whack it up while we're waiting.
Come on, let's go.
Make the time pass quicker.
Wyatt, the Skeleton Canyon stage is now 2 hours late at Station 5.
What are we waiting for? We should be on our way to the canyon.
I don't think we ought to go out there.
What?
Old man Clanton won't be taking part in that robbery.
Correct. He'll plan it, but he won't be there.
Nobody else can control the top guns.
Well, that's smart thinking, Wyatt. They ain't on his payroll.
Well, I think that they'll wait maybe till 1 o'clock, and they'll decide that I've been tipped off, and the ambush is sour.
I suppose they'll just go home, eh?
Now, sir, I think they'll probably go to Charleston or Galeyville and spend a little of that loot they took from the holdup.
Well, now, what do you propose?
I think we should take all hands out to the Clanton Ranch.
Old man Clanton's home place?
We can grab them as they straggle back.
Well, that's nonsense, Wyatt. We'd be boxed in the center of Clanton's domain.
John, I just don't like the way you think.
Oh, you don't, eh?
No, I like Wyatt's idea. It shows a tremendous understanding of the hoodlum mind. It's a bold strategy.
It's bold, all right. That's for sure.
If it works, old man Clanton will be spitting 10-penny nails.
I'll go along with you, Wyatt. And so will my friends. The whole plan amuses me.
We can't back you. It's too dangerous.
It's not as dangerous as fighting bushwhackers.
Yeah, at least we'd be fighting from behind walls.
Yeah. The walls of Clanton's own house.
No. No, the risk is prohibitive.
All right, Mr. Thacker. I can't urge you. It is risky. Morgan, you make sure you get a good horse. I think we ought to get out there before 1 o'clock. Mr. Gibbs, make sure that everybody has a Winchester and a handgun.
I'll get some extra bandoliers from Spangenberg's gun store.
Right.
Well, Wyatt, if you're that determined, you better count Wells Fargo in.
Thank you, Mr. Thacker. The Clantons have needed a dose of their own medicine for a long while. Come on, Doc.
Yes, sir, it's a dandy. Now, just take a look at it out here, Mr. Clanton, where you can see it in the sunlight. Here, I'll take your hat.
By Jove, this is a dandy, all right. Ooh, Emma ought to like this one. She's been fussing at me all year to get myself a new hat.
Is that so? Well, it's the finest we have in the store, Mr. Clanton, the very finest. See, looks like Marshal Earp's taking a posse somewheres.
Just wasting tax money again.
Oh, not this time, Mr. Clanton. You see, there was a stage hold up in Skeleton Canyon this morning. Wells Fargo.
Oh, you don't say.
Oh, yes, sir. But Marshal Earp will catch 'em all right. Yes, sir, I just can't get over it. That's the best-looking hat I ever did see. Looks just fine, Mr. Clanton. Just fine.
Well, I'll take it. How much?
See, that's funny. They're going the wrong way.
Well, that sure and tarnation ain't the road to Skeleton Canyon.
Must Must be something bigger going on, huh?
Something bigger. You're a blasted fool, Sidney. That Earp's an even bigger one.
Oh, you. Any sign of Earp yet?
It's almost 2 o'clock. Your old man was wrong. Earp ain't coming.
You reckon he was tipped?
A good John Law can smell a bushwhacking. He's good. I'm leaving.
Curly, Papa's gonna be sore.
Let him be sore.
Look, we robbed Wells Fargo and the United States Mail. He's got to bring a posse.
He was tipped. Anyway, we missed.
Papa's right-hand man, Ike.
You know, I don't think much of bushwhacking anyhow.
Why didn't you offer the gun, Earp?
You know why. He wears a U.S. star.
You're scared, Earp.
You disobeying Papa's orders, Curly?
I'll do anything he says it's sensible. It ain't sensible waiting out here in the brush forever. I'm going to Galeyville. Any of you boys want to keep me company?
No. Eddie, you just try it.
I'll go with you, Curly.
Bushwhacked by Earp.
Mr. Gibbs, you and I'll move in first. Doc, you and Mr. Thacker come in with half the men on a 3-shot signal. Morgan?
Brother?
You wait here 5 minutes. Make sure that nobody comes in on the North Trail. Then you take the rest of the men and move in and join us.
Wyatt, we could be outnumbered awfully fast. You still asking us not to shoot to kill?
No. My plan doesn't work out and we're jumped by too many Clantons. Every man will have to decide for himself what has to be done.
Fair enough.
Let's go.
Drop him!
Take the guns.
Hold it!
Come here. Anybody else here?
Not right now.
We'll find out. Watch him. It's all clear inside. Take him on in hog time. I'll signal the others.
Watch him.
All right, now, Mr. Thacker, you and your men take the bunkhouse. Doc, you and your gunfighters, you hold the main barn over here. I think you can make it fairly tight with hay bales.
Right.
The rest of us will try to hold the main house. That'll give us 3 sides to a square, and I want all the horses out of sight. I'm hoping that the old man will come in with a small party.
Don't think you'll surrender, huh?
No, he'll fight. Now, my big hope is that the rest of the outfit will straggle in. We'll take them group by group.
Too many windows for a fight, Wyatt.
We can gun them down in 5 minutes.
It may not be that easy, Morg. If it gets too hot, there's a bell here over by the cook shack. I'll shoot at that. That'll let you know that we're retreating to the bunkhouse over here.
Last stand at the Alamo. Don't even count on seeing us. I can't run, and Wyatt won't.
Dust cloud from the north. You better take your stations.
Let's go. Lock that door. You men take those windows, Morgan.
hardly a nobody anymore. I ought to fire them boys and kill that Brocious.
Now, Papa, Earp wasn't gonna show. You said so yourself.
That ain't the point. I decide when to quit an ambush party, not Curly Brocious.
They just went to Galeyville for some fun.
If they get home, they'll have some fun.
Now, Papa, you can't blame them too much. They just...
I blame them plenty. And I'll show them big heads who's running this outfit. Get for home! Yeah! Come on here!
Here they come.
Bill Mace, feed and water the horses. Boys, I want you to know, I appreciate loyalty. I'm gonna find every man would run off $100 and whack it up amongst you men. Good, Papa. Hey, where are them guards?
Mr. Clanton, you and your men are under arrest.
Earp, by Joe, steps out of my own house and says I'm under arrest. Look out, boys. Take cover, boys.
Posse here, and I don't want anybody shot.
Hold it, boys. I'll take him myself.
Throw down your guns.
You no good Yankee.
Bad, Papa?
No, it's just a scratch. Killed. Finn, get down!
Good, Papa. They got him covered in a crossfire.
I gotta stop this fight right now. Stop shooting, boys! You hear me? Stop shooting! Earp! Call off your posse! No more shooting!
Hold your fire!
Pick up the guns.
Get your hands out.
Lock 'em up tight. Good fight, brother.
Just fair, just fair.
Too bad we didn't get the rest of them. Why, who isn't here? McLaury's, Curly Brocious, Johnny Ringo, a few others. All we have are these, the old man, Ike and Finn. Well, at least we got them. Mr. Clanton, I'm going to charge you with that holdup at Skeleton Canyon.
Skeleton Canyon. Charge away, Earp. You can't prove nothing. But as long as there's a Clanton, you'll remember this day, shooting at me from my own house.
What's the matter, Clanton? Don't you like being bushwhacked?
Well, now, I don't think he hates being bushwhacked as much as being plain outfigured, Doc.
He'll get used to it. Eh, boys?
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.